Okay, this video is for any faculty who are using My Open Math and are embedding My Open Math into Blackboard. So once you've embedded your assignments, including your test, into Blackboard, you can set them up with Honorlock. This is an example of an ACM course that I have. One thing you'll notice is that Honorlock creates a list separate. So if I were to open this list, you would see all of my tests there. They don't really live there. This is more of like a launching page. The tests actually live within the unit. So for me, I have my test one down here at the bottom. If a student were, and it's visible and it's available. So if a student were to go to this test, they wouldn't get very far because if I were an actual student, there would be a place here for a password. They don't know the password and they should not ever know the password. So that's where Honorlock comes in. Okay. I'm going to open that test up one more time. This link here is very important. I'm actually going to go ahead and copy it. I'm copying this whole massive link here at the top. And I'm going to show you using that copied link how you can use Honorlock in your class. So if you don't have Honorlock already showing on your Blackboard page, it's very simple. You can go to your content market and you can add Honorlock. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so once you have that, make it visible to the students when you're ready. And what you do is you go in here and you can go to register third-party assessment. Okay, so remember we already have that test link that we copied. So here's my assessment name. I'll just call it fake test. Yay, party. Okay, set your dates. Do what you want to do as faculty. I set mine just to be open the whole semester because Honorlock to me shouldn't govern when a student should access the test. For me, mom governs when a student should access the test. And the reason I say that is because like there may be cases where we have like, I don't know, weather or a student has a really compelling case and I need to change stuff around. And if Honorlock is just open all the time, that's one less thing I have to change if something comes up. So mom sets the test, even though Honorlock may say, hey, it's open today, they wouldn't be able to access it until mom says the test is now open. So I always just set mine for the full semester. And then it's accessed through the LMS because it's integrated. The direct URL, that's the URL we just grabbed. And then for your password, this is where you would go into myopenmath.com and say what the password is. So I guess my password is like Kelly times 100 or something, or whatever goofy password you put. You have to match the password that's in mom with the password that you're typing in here. Once you do that, you can go ahead and select all these things. I allow a scientific calculator to be embedded. I put on browser guard. You might have things that you allow them. So if you wanted to allow a certain site, you can do that by clicking allowed site URLs and then typing in the website here. And then here's where you would say whether or not, okay, scratch paper allowed. You know, you have to take up written work for all your tests for all math courses. So scratch paper would be like the blank paper that they're working on. So you need to allow that. And then, you know, decide whether or not you want to allow these things, whatever. You want them to take it at McDonald's? I'm okay with that. And then I always say, just always show it because again, I don't want to have to also change Honorlock if something happens. So I just say Honorlock, always show it. And then that's it. You just hit create. That's all you have to do. So that's what I've done. I'm not going to create it because I've already done it. But That's what I've done here for all of my tests. So notice they all say that they're open, but if I were to go actually to test one, it's not really going to be open for a few weeks. If you need help knowing where your passwords are in your ACM class, you would go to, or whatever mom class, you would go to mom. You would go into the class that is linked. So for me, that's here, contemporary mathematics. And then within the test itself, you could scroll down, find your test. Here it is. Coffee, please. I go to settings. I'm not going to show my password on the screen because that's dumb. That would be a dumb move. But it's here in time limit and access control. If you expand that, there's a place with a password. You can click show. I just copy that and paste it into Honorlock. That's it. I hope that helps. Good luck. And of course, always email me if you have questions. Bye.